Hello, I'm Colina, and today I'm so excited to share my experience of teaching my first regular lesson with VIPLearn. Previously, I shared my trial class experience, so don't forget to check that out if you haven't seen it yet. For me, my current regular learners first had a 30-minute trial lesson. Then they signed up for one of my 5-lesson packages. I set up a few different lesson types with different lesson lengths, but my first regular learner wanted 5 lessons and 30 minutes each. This learner I had was one of the trials. He was very young. I think he was about 4 years old. So I was really excited for this first regular lesson, to be honest. And for this student to have my first regular classes scheduled, I was simply elated. I knew his age, I knew his English level, so I set out to create the first lesson and to think about what I wanted to cover for the rest of the lessons. I generally like to have an idea about what I want to instruct. Then I can change and update as we go along. Remember what I said before, go with the flow. When the first class came, the young boy seemed very excited, as was I. I started with my puppet saying, "Hi, what's your name?" He enjoyed playing, but lost some energy to speak early on. He was very young. I did have some color games, but it was apparent that he needed to move the body a little. Then he started to cry and fuss a bit. I had to switch gears. I felt a bit deflated, to be honest, because the material I created was good. But it wasn't for this learner, at least for this moment. I needed for him to wake up and to do some body movements. I started by having him do and say things like stand up, turn around, sit down. After we played some games with only these 3 actions, then I got the 3 colors, red, blue, and green. He really perked up, thankfully, when I asked him to find the colors. For these young learners, there's always a parent close by helping, and for this, I am thankful. He found pens and paper and food and books with all of these colors. He ran around his house looking for things and showing me his toys. He was excited, and I was too. Now with this, I put the actions and the colors together. This was a bit tricky, so I had the 3 colors on the screen, which matched with the actions for sit down, stand up, and turn around. He was confused, but when we started the game, he got it. What I did was I paired red with stand up, so when I said red, he had to stand up. When I said green, he had to turn around, and I said the colors faster and faster and faster. He was giggling like mad. I was pleased, but he still had some time left for our 30-minute lesson. I wanted him to try some drawing in the classroom, but he couldn't use the draw tool very well because his coordination wasn't so good with the mouse. He got some paper and colored pencils and went to drawing things on paper, writing colors and making faces, showing me. It was really fun. And thankfully, he was more focused after some activity. The more I got to know him with these regular lessons, the better it was. And the more exercise I got too. So that was a bonus. So what do you think of my first lesson? I would say the regular classes have a different feel to them. It felt more like I was connecting with the learner, and for each subsequent lesson after that, I could build some trust, not only with the young learner, but with the parents as well. One thing I would be prepared for with regular classes is to have a backup plan in case you want to switch gears during the lesson. You just never know with young learners. And the beauty about VIPLearn is that I have the ability to change everything, and I am not stuck with having to do a particular thing if the learner isn't interested. Well, I hope my first lesson experiences have helped to give you a gist of what it is like and help you be mentally ready once you receive your first lesson request. Of course, so far my learners have been young students. The circumstances will be different when you have an adult student, but preparation is the key. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned with ESL Insider to find out more language teaching tips and information. See you next time. Bye-bye.